That's going to be perfect.
There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is perfect.
Sure. So I'm Allison Schumacher. I'm our donor engagement director, and our mission is that we address hunger today and alleviate and build self-sufficiency to alleviate hunger tomorrow. And we do that through 3 programs: food rescue, hunger relief, and culinary job training. We've been around for almost 27 years.
In April, right?
In April of this year, we'll hit 27 years. And in that time, we have rescued well over 50 million pounds of food from area grocery stores, wholesalers, caterers, restaurants, the convention center. We've used that prepared and rescued food to make over 20 million meals for our community. We, on average, are partnering with well over 100 community partners every year, and you can think about us as being their community kitchen. In addition to those numbers in terms of the food that we've rescued and the meals that we've prepared with that food, we've also graduated well over 1,000 students from our culinary job training program, which is a free 7-week program for unemployed and underemployed adults.
My name is Michelle Woodruff. I am manager of volunteers, so I have the best job at Second Helping. So it's great to be able to work with different people from different backgrounds and all different walks of life, to be able to come in here and direct them to the mission and what we do. It's one of the best jobs that someone can do. And the beauty is that you get to see it every day. So you get to see the effects of what we do, the connections that we make. And so bringing people in and introducing them to our mission is probably one of the best things. I always say if I could be out every day talking about second helpings, I would. I've even recruited people at airports coming back from vacation. And guess what? They came 3 weeks later. So yeah, so that's my, Allison in our development. We both are on the development team, but Allison, of course, focuses on the finances, but I focus on the people, and they're both equally important. We need help financially, but we also need people to come in and help us do this. Our staff could not do it on their own. So I talk about legacy serving. Like, I'm literally going to start this campaign where volunteers that are about to retire, I try to talk them out of it. You maybe do something else, but if they're ready to go, we're literally going to give them aprons to pass out to say, come and serve and continue that legacy. I came from a family of service. That's what we did. We didn't have a choice. If my daughters were here, they would tell you they didn't have a choice. And that's important to be able to continue that service and to give, because it takes all of us.
And we definitely can't do any of this work here at Second Helpings without volunteers.
Yeah.
We have, 60 to 80 volunteers that are here every single day, like helping us in some capacity, whether it's helping to rescue the food, helping to chop all of the vegetables, helping to deliver meals to our partner organizations, helping in our culinary job training classroom, helping to make sandwiches. So we don't exist without a really strong.
We don't. Yeah. We have 3 events. One's coming up, Courts and Forks, where we need volunteers. And so we need them, inside the building and also outside the building when we're doing special events. So it's in all kinds of things. We have volunteers that do multiple things. One day they may come in and deliver meals. 2 days later, they may come in and chop vegetables. So there's a variety of things. There's something for everyone to do. Yeah.
Help me kind of get my arms around the distribution and the network of community partners that you guys have here at Second.
So we have well over 100 different community partners that we are preparing food for on a daily basis. So you can think about us as being a community kitchen. So here at our building, we're not serving a public meal, but we are making well over 5,000 meals every single day. Then our volunteers are delivering to community partners, whether it's the Boys and Girls Club, Wheeler Mission, the Julian Center, churches that are holding a community meal or are having some sort of a program for their community. So we work really closely with those community partners to find out what is the best way for us to provide meals for them. Do they want a pan of food that could serve 20, 25 people at a time? Do they need multiple of those pans? On what schedule do they need that? Do they need sandwiches that are individually wrapped so that they can be handing out at whatever their event or their program is? Do they need frozen what we call grab and go meals that are for an individual or could serve a family of 4? So depending on what our partner's capacity is and what their needs are, we try to then address the meals, the food that we're preparing for them. And then again, we have volunteers that then drive vans and might be delivering to 7 or 8 organizations in the morning, same thing in the afternoon, so that we're constantly delivering those meals to our partners so that they don't need to do anything to receive meals from us in terms of coming and getting them.
Yeah.
We'll come and give it to them. And all of these meals are free. So this is a real huge way that we can be serving our community and helping these 100+ organizations do the work that is theirs to do in the community. So last year we saved our community partners well over $15 million in food costs. And that is $15 million that those agencies can put straight to their mission, straight to how they are uniquely serving our community, uplifting our community. They don't need to pay for the food or pay for the food costs to do that.
Yeah. I think that helps not only redirect the cost, but also the focus.
Oh, yes.
You know, if I know that Second Helpings is coming in and it's going to provide the meal, and that you guys are taking a very thoughtful approach of what you're going to provide, that takes that focus and that task and takes that out of my mind so that now I can focus more thoroughly on my mission that day and beyond.
And we hear that. We hear that from our agencies, that they're so thankful that they can focus on those things and they know that they can count on Second Helpings to provide those meals for them. So we hear that over and over again. Yeah.
One thing I was going to ask is, I feel like each person in a nonprofit has like a story, like an impact that they've seen. And I think it's great to hear all the big numbers and all of that. But really the core of what you're doing is at the individual level, right? So do either of you have a story of like, that's the impact? That story is why.
I think for me, I'm going to use JJ. So I started 4 years ago and I got a call from a high school and they have life skills for kids that have challenges within their self. And so they were wanting them to get out and learn how to get skills to be able to be on their own after high school. And so one particular student, JJ, he was a freshman. And he came in and just a bright light, just a burst of energy along with other students. And so as we developed the relationship and he was going to be graduating, I got sad and I think he got sad too. And then I thought, why does it have to end here? He can still come. And so when I offered that, his teacher and he was surprised. So now JJ is here twice a week. And when JJ's in the building and he's like our ambassador without being an ambassador for Second Helpings. And he's probably the best campaign manager on our mission and what we do. If he saw you, he would introduce himself. He would tell you how long he's been here. And he would say, now, Michelle, am I doing a great job, JJ? And so to see things like that. And now as we continue to get more students in, JJ's there to lead them on and to help them.
He always says, this is what I'm trying to do today.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do today. And so he's expanded and his growth, and he'll be 21 next week. Yeah, so that to me, we have so many stories, but to be able to see that we have helped him and we continue to see him grow, and he's happy and he's content, and he knows that when he comes here, he's going to be loved and he's going to be taken, and he's making a difference. He's making a difference every single time he's here. So, yeah.
I think I would share a story from our culinary job training program. So we have had well over 1,000 students, graduate from this program in the last 27 years. And so recently we were profiling a graduate from, I think she graduated in 2013. And she had a long career, working in a call center. She was really, though, looking for a change in her life. She wanted a job that would allow her to better prioritize her sobriety and to have better hours to be home with her kids. So she enrolled in our program. When she graduated, she was hired at the Ruth Lilly Women's Shelter, the Salvation Army Ruth Lilly Women's Shelter. I'm going to bungle the name, sorry. But she was hired there as one of their cooks. And she's now been there for over 10 years. She now leads the kitchen. She has a staff of 9 or 10. And now she's working with Second Helpings Food. She's gotten a relationship back with Second Helpings so that she comes, I mentioned before that we rescue so much food at Second Helpings that we use as much as possible in our own meal preparations daily. And 5 times a week, we invite our agency partners to come and shop through whatever food that we just don't have the capacity to use. So our graduate comes and shops through that food along with other community partners, and then uses that as her ingredients in her meals at the Ruth Lilly Shelter. And it's just a really good full circle moment, not only about how Second Helpings is continuing to help organizations, but how her work here as a student she's now leading a team and sharing those lessons, those life lessons, and her example every single day.
I think we could feel involved with all the story, because I'm thinking of more. It's just you telling that story just talks about how amazing and how great the things that happen within this building and outside the building, and so many full circle moments that we get to be a part of.
And that's that's what keeps you guys coming back. That's what keeps your volunteers coming back.
Yeah,
that's what keeps the community partners wanting to work with you guys and really see the fact that you guys are having.
Yeah. We're lucky that people get to see firsthand in real time what we get to do.
Yeah, we love giving tours. We kind of joke around that anytime anybody comes to our building, we give them a tour before we get down to business. So I would extend that invitation to anybody who is interested to come down to Second Helpings, and we'd love to give you a tour and show you what your impact is or could be. There's no question every single day about the impact that's going on in this building in terms of food coming in, meals going immediately out, lives being changed in our culinary job training program.
Call us, go on our website, give us a call. We're on social media. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. There's someone always available to help you and answer questions. The process to become a volunteer is 5 minutes, if that long. You can even walk through the doors now. We have a new system now that if we had somebody that came to the door right now and said they wanted to volunteer today, we're going to let them volunteer today. So it's that simple. But just reach out. You can reach us through all those avenues.
So at our website, secondhelpings.org, Michelle mentioned in terms of, finding the volunteer tab and signing up there. We also have information about if you'd like to hold a food drive for us. There are certain things that we never rescue from our food donor partners, things that are shelf stable, like cooking oil and spices and rice and pasta, along with, mayo and mayonnaise and mustard and peanut butter and jelly. So these high priority items, we maintain a list of that. It changes every month depending on what our needs are. But we encourage folks to look at on our website at that list before they might hold a food drive. It's really critical help to us with food that we might otherwise need to buy. And we need to prioritize not purchasing food when we can rescue it from so many different sources. And I would also say at the bottom of our website, there's a form to fill out. If you would like to take a tour, we can then contact you and get that set up. If you'd like us to come speak at your event, there's a form there that you can fill out. So we're very accessible via our website. So come and check us out via our website.
Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything else that we need to know about Second?
Every $1.71 that you donate to Second Helping allows us to prepare and distribute one meal to our community. So go and try to make a meal for $1.71 at your house, and would help us continue to have that really incredible impact on our community, whether it's by coming and taking a tour, becoming a volunteer, making a donation, or holding a food drive for us. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we have space for you.
That's going to be perfect.
There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is perfect.